Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking, and thank you for joining us here on the love reading that we do every Wednesday. Twin Flame Soulmate Karmic Connection love reading. We'll be doing a divine spread today, as I've just, gone back and we've done one recently. I think it's a beautiful spread. So I thought, why not do that today again? Hope you're all doing well. Happy July. It is the 1st of July of 2026, and we're in the chat with you. You may comment yes please for a personal love message if you're interested in one, and give me some time to get back to you. Thank you for subscribing, sharing, liking, hyping this video. It does help the algorithm. Thank you so much in advance. And let me just go back to, this is memory, right? Mercury's retrograde. I did say that 20% off for a 3-month transit of the planets in conjunction with your chart. There was a 20% off discount. I think we will finish that off today. So you've got another day, let's say, to get in. Do email us if you're wanting the discount. And also, I had given people an opportunity to get a quick Lenormand spread through the email. It's a reading, maybe using 10 Lenormand cards, that is done through email and through an audio. So if you're interested, that's $15. That will also come to an end possibly within a day. So the specials will be off. We're getting into summer. It's getting hard to do our obligations. It's time to go on a holiday. It's time to take a little bit of time off. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So what are we looking at today? We're looking at a love reading. Remember, these are very significant, usually relationships that are long-standing, long-term. Now, some of you, those of you that are single and you're separated or divorced or just single, looking for that special person, well, it is a very significant time now. So with Jupiter entering Leo, I would say get out and about. You never know what happens. Okay, the Fool card has fallen out, which is telling us that there is a brand new life cycle. Someone's ready to take a risk, ready to go on that journey. Some of you may be leaving behind someone that you feel has taken you for a ride, or that is foolish and is not serious. Okay, because here we are reading for serious relationships, life relationships. So the Fool card, which speaks to Aries, I would say Aquarius because it is Uranus, and Uranus is there at the early degrees of Gemini, and Mars is coming up to Uranus. So the energies could be very, very surprising, shocking, freeing, sudden enlightenment about something new that is beginning. Remember, when we have two planets that connect, that conjoin, come together, it is a seed that is planted. So we are talking about the sign of Gemini, and that's all about communication, perception, travel, and, well, it's social media, right? Usually most people now are meeting through dating sites and on social media. Relating to others has changed a lot. Let's see what's coming through. Think of your special person. Thank you for downloading Mary Lou Cup app from the Play Store. We are trying for the App Store for iOS users. We've got a surprise, a card up our sleeve. We'll let you know about it. It's going to be quite significant and very unique. And that's what Uranus is. Uranus and Mars. Mars is our energy. Where do you put your effort? Gemini, social media. What are you creating now? Jupiter is in Leo. Leo is about being creative and giving birth to something that you can shine through, you can succeed through. Okay, let's see what's going on with a divine spread. Think of your most important, significant person. Also, if you're hoping and wishing for something, ask Spirit for it. You never know what the return is. You may get your answers from Spirit. And thank you to members who have joined. The join button is beneath this video. If you're interested, they do get the extended of this love reading, which is another 30 minutes extended reading on today's reading. And if you're interested, do press the join button and see what else you get, because it's not only that. The messenger reading, they get it earlier than what the public does. And of course, it's like a group, you know, of the more loyal followers here, and we get to know each other better. I'm thinking of doing also possible get-togethers, you know, and getting to chat. So I'm thinking of adding one more group in members in the membership. So let me know your thoughts. If you're interested in that, we may proceed to do it if we get enough people. Okay, make it worth our while. Okay, because time is very precious. Let's see what's going on, dear Spirit. What's going on in love? What are the energies? What is the potential? Venus, the goddess of love, is in Leo. Mars is in Gemini. So fire and air, there is a lot of desire, a lot of passion to connect. Let's take the divine spread. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding us. Let's go. We'll be using quite a few decks. And as I said, we'll be extending through the memberships. Thank you so much to our patrons as well. Special thanks. The love readings are nearly all up. We've just got a couple more days to go and you'll have them all. And we'll be looking at the astrology for July. Very significant. So at the base of the reading, we've got the lovers. Well, twin flame connections more than likely. The lovers for me is a divine union. It is not easy. It's a blessed union. Remember, the lovers is a number 6, and it comes after the Hierophant, which is more the marriage card. It's a number 5. So usually when a twin flame shows up for you, many times the timing is off. The timing is off, but the timing is on point. It's what's meant to be. Many times a twin flame may come in whilst you are in another committed relationship, possibly with another karmic or soulmate connection. That's how I see it. Karmic connections are the connections, the relationships that are more challenging. Soulmates would be more on a friendly basis. There will be more understanding, but it's more about the loyalty, the friendship. There's more freedom. Karmic is filled with challenges, hardships, heartbreaks. Karmic relationships are usually people that come into our lives to teach us very significant lessons. Now, twin flames are two souls that are meant to be. They're two halves of a whole, or we could say two whole people who come together and form one, right? One, like one person. And that's when both twins are ready. And it is a very significant time for twin flames, and even Gemini. Remember that Gemini is the twins, and it's a double sign. So I do see, and this is a Gemini card, obviously, with Uranus and Mars there, you never know what happens right now where twin flames are concerned. It could be that there's a download, that there's an understanding, enlightenment, all these things. But the lovers is a significant relationship. Sometimes some people energetically, they're more leaning towards, the logic, the mind, using the mind. Whereas, because this is a card of conflict between the mind and the heart. And others are more on the emotional, more about the feelings, right? The heart. So, and usually I would say, well, you could see that they're not actual twins. They're two different people, but they're meant to be together. So sometimes they do say opposites attract, and I do believe many times with twin flames there is some sort of opposition. They do say opposites attract, but they also sometimes they can bounce off each other or be in opposition, but other times also they can fit each other, right? So, okay, the root of the reading is the Lovers, so this is more than likely a twin flame connection, and not an easy one because both twins need to be on the same level, okay, and they need to do the work. Okay, very significant connection indeed. Let's see what is hidden. Remember that Gemini is also about learning, so it's about sharing information, learning from each other. Gemini is it's coming together, it's playing, it's communicating well, it's sharing information, it's learning as well, right? Sometimes one twin takes the student position, the other time the teacher, right? Because Gemini is Sagittarius, and also Gemini's are about transmutation and change, being flexible. Let's see what's hidden. The Empress, Taurus, Libra, but she looks fully blown to me. Can you see? She's ready to give birth. Many times the Empress doesn't show up as being so full, right? So progressed in her her cycle. But here she's fully blown. It feels to me like, because it probably has been time has passed, she's needed to be patient. Remember, the Empress is patient, but she also knows her self-worth, her value. She knows that she's worthy, and whatever the situation is, she's ready to give birth. This is Venus, and Venus is the goddess of love and peace and tranquility and harmony, and she's relationships. Remember that Venus now in Leo is very much about, she doesn't hide her desires, what she wants, who she wants. She flirts, she plays, she takes risks, she creates, right? She creates a situation, she attracts, she takes leadership positions. She knows she is worthy, she can lead. She is the Empress after all. As an energy though, because it's about waiting, there may have been lots of frustration, lots of time that needed to, because I do see the butterflies here. There are butterflies around her. She's all about giving birth, creative. She's the mother, right? And she does speak to harvest, receiving the harvest, abundance. Now, Jupiter has just entered Leo and Venus is there. So the two benefics are going to connect in the near future. So there are many ample opportunities for love and for even flirting, meeting, taking a chance, right? The Empress, beautiful, beautiful. Looks like the divine feminine is in a strong position, okay? Whoever holds the feminine side in the relationship. So maybe this is saying, be patient, something is going to be birthed now. And there's value, there's acceptance, there's recognition as well with the Empress. Let's see what's been going on in the recent past. We've got the Strength card, Leo. We've been talking about Leo. Strength card again is another card of patience, surely, but also power, strength, intimacy, trusting in one's higher powers and abilities. Okay, beautiful, beautiful card, absolutely. And again, Leo is all about leadership and taking a risk and taking a gamble, right? But also knowing one's worth, right? The lion leads. And Jupiter in Leo is bringing many opportunities for abundance, in whatever we're creating, giving birth to. Is it a business? Is it, some of you could be becoming parents, others are becoming grandparents, but the Empress is saying be patient, as there will be a birthing here. The situation has progressed, okay? And maybe because she's ready to give birth, and that's going to take a lot of strength, that's going to take a lot of will and power and physical strength, but also psychological strength to create, right? So there may be a sense of heaviness still now, but the potentials are great here. Let's see what the now position speaks to. Four of Swords, someone needing to take time out, someone needing to rest, to rejuvenate, to get over any heartbreaks. Someone is needing time. We see the Warrior here, exhausted. He's come from battle, he's been wounded. Can you see above him are the flowers? And the flowers are Venusian. It's about, there's exhaustion, there's been heartbreak, there's been disappointment, possibly third parties. Maybe there hasn't been much action because it's all about waiting here. And yes, there could be third party situations or just disappointments in the recent past. Remember that this person, it's as though he is going through a death process. Many times, right, we see this Warrior on a coffin. It's all about change. It's all about change. So there's a risk that this relationship, if not nurtured, provided, loved, tended to, because the Empress, that's what she's all about. She's all about that. It could wither away and disappear, because remember, after the Four of Swords is the 5, and the 5 is I go to battle. There are mind games, there's competition, but someone's trying to find an intelligent way to keep this relationship alive, to breathe life into this relationship. So you've got to listen to your intuition. What does your higher self tell you? Is this worth the effort? Is this worth the pain, the anguish, the waiting, the not knowing? Because this could be, there's been no action, right? You could see he's almost passing on. But above him are again the flowers, which the flowers are Venus, and Venus is cycles. So maybe, and we've got Mercury retrograde in the sign of Cancer. This has got something to do with the past. We've got returns as well, people returning back from the past to re-look at the situation, put it to sleep. If it's something, put it to rest, release it, whatever it is. If it's something that's not for your highest good. But Mercury retrograde also brings second opportunities. Okay, so it's like I'm getting, like we're coming up to, and I get, in my mind, I get the Judgment card. There's going to be a moment of crisis. It's like, heed the call, you've got the opportunity. Will you take it or will you release it? It's your choice at the end of the day, because help can come, but you need to be able to take action as well. Don't expect everything served to you on a platter. It takes two to tango. So I feel that we're sort of in the foyer before the crisis, because after the Four of Swords comes the 5. We need to take action. We need to be ready to go to battle, to fight for this, to put energy towards it, right? Whatever the fight means for you. And then the 6 of Swords says tranquility ahead. Let's see. And I feel July is going to be a very significant month for relationships as well. Let's see what is crowning. And we've got the 6 of Coins. Beautiful. I love the 6 of Coins because it's like a reciprocity. It's equal giving and receiving. It's harmonious. Okay, and you could see here that the balance, the scales are not in balance, but there's something, this hand is bringing the coin, which is going to bring the balance into this connection. Now, it's a Karma Dharma card. It speaks to what you've worked on, you will receive. What you haven't given energy to will not happen for you, obviously. And if you've done any wrong, this is about paying we're paying our dues. That's what Spirit is saying. It's a time of receiving or leaving, I would say here. Now, the Six of Coins, remember, is I give more energy to one person than the other. So if there was a third party situation, maybe there was a lack of fairness, maybe someone was very, I don't know, I mean, timing, karma, fate, destiny all play a major role. Someone was investing in another connection and not in yours, because twin flame connections are never easy, right? So someone was able to continue to breathe life into this connection because they felt a very strong pull. Remember, at the root of the reading is the Lovers. Now, the Six of Pentacles many times does speak to legalities for me. We see the scales, and the scales are Libra, and Libra is anything legal. Legal, divorce, separation, balance, harmony, imbalances, right? Reciprocity and harmony. Libra is a Venus ruled sign, and it speaks to two people doing the work. Where there's a full-on imbalance, it will not work. So the potential here, and what's crowning us here, is that this coin that is in focus here in the hand is like the Ace of Coins. It promises something new, but a risk is necessary. Someone needs to trust, and someone needs to also leave behind. And this is Moon in Taurus. Moon in Taurus is exalted. So emotional, financial security is what's at stake here, it feels like. Finances play a major role. Emotional openness, and someone also knowing that they are valued, or that they can value the other by, well, physical means. It is earth, right? So if you've been in a connection where the communication hasn't been all that good, but there's been more, okay, sometimes not enough reciprocity because someone's been away doing their due diligence, their obligations, or in another connection, whatever the case is. And you've been patient, and you've been trusting, and you've been waiting. Remember, this is Taurus Moon, exaltation. I need that security. I need to know that I will be valued, and that I will feel safe and secure with this connection. And the potential here is that this coin will balance out the scales, and that's the Ace of Pentacles, so this could be a promise. Let's see what the action and advice is. We've got a Page of Cups. Okay. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Well, it's more Pisces, we know that. Page of Cups, an unexpected return, apology, offer, communication. It's an emotional offer here, but it could be playful. It could, I mean, could also be a child, or someone's ready to risk. I mean, children don't usually look at the danger. They usually take that leap of faith without thinking too much. But this could also be a child that is involved in the story here. So Page of Cups, that's the action and advice. The offer for love is small, it's playful, it could be an emotional opening, invitation. Let's see what the possible outcome is. And we've got the Knight of Swords. Not an easy card, I must say. I do see a lot of clearing things out, but through challenging thoughts, communication, possible hardships as well, fights, arguments, conflicts, talk of separation, divorce. I'm going to speak to my lawyer, Knight of Swords. Knights are action, but it's all about clearing the air, right? It's all about the truth. This could also be talk of movement, transition, travel as well, because knights are on horses, they move. Lots of truths being revealed, lots of shock, surprise and awe with what's going on in the sky. Mars is the chase. I'm going to chase. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be frustrated because I had to wait so long, says Mars, the masculine energy. We've got Mars within us as well. Coming up to Uranus. Why did you disappear? Why did you stop communicating? This is like the crisis, the moment of crisis that I said I feel is coming ahead. Let's see what the divine wants to advise. Remember, this is a potential and a general reading. It's not a personal reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We've got a Six of Swords. Very, very promising indeed. Thank you, Spirit. So this could also be because the Knight of Swords is very intelligent, right? They've got a sharp brain. They've got tact. They've got intelligence. Possibly there could be, even though I do get the Five of Swords somewhat here as well, it's like, remember what I was saying, we go from the Four of Swords, then there's the Five, we go straight to the Six. So we haven't seen the Five of Swords. Something is going to be cleared here. And this could also say, look, the truth can also speak to freedom. So a lot of truths and revelations coming through that may help the transition. Okay, even though for some I do feel that it may be a little bit tough here. Six of Swords, transition, moving over water, moving towards serenity, possible travel. What else? We've got the World card. The World card is a successful card of completion. It was all about timing. Look at the hour clock. The time is up now. Something is completing. It's all about the journey coming to an end. There is a journey that is completing, culminating, and with success. Remember, the World card usually shows Venus, the goddess of love, being ready to be birthed, and we see that here in the hidden position as well, that there is a birthing here. Time is up, the time is now for this culmination where I think that this is like a huge test, that if this relationship has made it up until this point, whatever the hassles, whatever the challenges, whatever the disagreements, the waiting, the blood, sweat and tears, there is potential for success now. Let's see, some of you may also be at a physical distance from each other. We do have the 4 fixed signs here, so Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus. Remember, the nodes are shifting into Leo, Aquarius, and that's where the eclipses will be happening and putting pressure on the fixed signs for the fated changes in their lives. And remember, fixed signs don't go through changes easily. They don't enjoy. They dig their heels in. So maybe for those signs, if you're dealing with someone with fixed energies, strong fixed energies, or if you've got those, it's been harder, and it may be tougher to break the cycle, to break through, to break free. Remember, Uranus is an outer planet. Uranus is like a wild card, and Uranus is the hand of spirit and God. So if you haven't been able to break free, break through, and you've been stubborn, you didn't want change, you couldn't accept change, then Uranus is going to come and make that change for you. And it could be very, very uncomfortable. Let's see what else. The World card. And oh my God. Oh my God, everyone. Tell me that Spirit is not here with us. Here is Uranus. Here is Mars. Oh my God, goosebumps, head to toe. Oh my God, something has not been built well and it's meant to go. This is absolutely incredible, Spirit. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for letting us know that we're on point with what's going on. Wow. Expect the unexpected. Something's crumbling down. Something is changing drastically. Our foundations are being shaken. Change is unavoidable here. And there's spiritual awakening. There's aha moments here, surely. Wow. Let's see what's at the foundation. We've got temperance. Temperance, which is Archangel Michael saying that there's an alchemy going. Someone needs to heal. They need their time. Changes are happening surely. But temperance is also about balance. So Spirit is saying there's protection here, right? There will be healing. Healing will happen. This is Sagittarius, Jupiterian energy, right? Five of Cups. Regrets concerning the past. Page of Wands. Page of Wands wanting to take that journey. A message of passion, desire. But emotionally there's still emotions and feelings about the past, about things that didn't go well, things that broke, things that didn't work well. Okay, we've got temperance here, and temperance is saying be patient. We've got a few cards that are speaking about patience. I want to take one more card on the Empress to see what she's about, and we've got the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is like the 1111. Opening, opportunity. But the Four of Wands is also like a marriage card, right? So possibly some stable, well, unstable, long-term relationships, marriages, maybe going down the drain, maybe being released if there's been unhealthy attachments, a lack of happiness, or those of you that have been very patient, waiting for your person, this is about stabilizing. Through your patience, you win something that's stable. It's like a portal, a passage that is opening up. Pay attention to synchronistic messages coming from Spirit. This is 1111. Okay. Let's take the romance angels and see what that speaks to. We will be taking some in the extended, in the memberships. We'll be taking more cards on those positions. We'll see. Let's see what the romance angels have for us. What are they advising? What's going on in love? Let's go. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I get Leo here, and I get Leo and Cancer. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. What's at the foundation? Oh my God, everyone. Our twin flame connection. Someone from your past is returning to your life. But dear friends, remember, this is a general reading. Okay, I hope it's your reading. I really do. Since it's such a significant time, and we've got Mercury retrograde, and I did say it's like the twins are being activated. I do feel it's such a significant time. It's like a drum roll before the resurrection. I will give you the opportunity to get an hour tarot reading with a 20% off the normal price. Just tarot. An hour long reading relative to your twin flame connection. Just tarot. All right. So if you're interested in that, email us and tell us what you're after. Okay. There's a reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. Okay. Let's make some space here. Let's put our little sunflower and our little angel to the side. And let's just watch that card. This is a heavenly connection. Really is. Really is. And it was worth the wait, I would say. It looks like it's going to be worth the wait. Let's see. Let's take the emotions of your person. What's going on in their psyche? What's going on in their subconscious? How do they feel about your connection? How do they feel when they think of you? We will take the love messages. We'll take a few here and then we'll take some more in the memberships. We've also got the Twin Flame Oracle. We'll be using some timing cards, some Lenormand as well in the extended. Let's see. Conclusion. You're either in or out. Okay? That's what this key is. It is Chiron, the wounded healer, who has now ingressed. He's at the 0 degree, 1st degree of Taurus, possibly forcing the early born fixed signs to resolve. I mean, the key can mean anything. Remember, the key is a revelation. It's an opening, it's a closing, it's an open wound, it's a childhood wound. But it could also speak to liberation and freedom and an achievement. The answer is yes. The key can also speak to an opening, a new home, a new relationship, or revelations around your relationship. There is a lot of desire, a lot of passion here. Look at the fire. And then we've got bound. Okay. That is Saturn, obviously. Now remember what I said, that I always say about Saturn. He's the glue for long-term relationships. The bound can also speak to timing, that the desires there, this is an open wound. Someone needs to find the resolve, a way to free themselves from something that they've been bound in. Okay, this is something that we're needing to mature, something that we need to realize that there's a very strong sexual connection here, but it's an open wound relative to the psyche. It may have, this connection may have triggered wounds from your childhood. The bound card can also, as I said, it's not only timing, it's the law, it's boundaries, it's someone having blocked you, someone needing to do the work, someone fearing breaking out, breaking free. This is Uncle Saturn here. And Saturn, he's the taskmaster. He's the time keeper as well. So it looks like your person fears the blockages may be another connection, either on their side or on your side. For those who have got the courage to lead, to break free and do the work, then this will promise something long term, because again, as I said, Saturn can speak to marriage, can speak to divorce, can speak to a death. And I'm not talking physical, I'm talking metaphorical. So the ending, maybe there was a lot of desire for this, but someone can't break through. Let's take one more card. And we've got devotion. Okay, so here is the offer. Someone cannot keep away. Someone is returning. Dark night of the soul. There's the crisis. There are the challenges. There are the lessons. Illusion, deception, not seeing clearly, not knowing, being in the dark. Someone settling because of children, because of fears, because of childhood wounds. The divine masculine was unawakened and they needed to go through their awakening. Okay, so the divine masculine, if not a masculine in your life, it could be someone's masculine side. And that could relate to you as well, because we've all got a masculine side to us. And masculine is, I take action. I'm not just recessive and waiting, but I'm taking action. Here we've got air, which is all about action. So we've got everything here. We've got all the energies here. So Wow, this will be an interesting one to see what that advises. I'm going to take the here it is, Psychic Tarot, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, Oracle deck by John Holland. I want to take 3 cards. What is the potential of this connection of love at this time? Remember, it says about a decision here. Clearly decide. So there's no clarity. There's no certainty here. Spirit is saying, clearly decide, because it can come to you very soon. Let's see. Change your focus. 5 of Cups comes through again. We did see the 5 of Cups there. We've got seeking, someone seeking the answers, seeking advice. This is the Hermit, Virgo energy. For me, Virgo is where the South Node is, and the South Node, well, the nodes are ready to shift into Leo and Aquarius because they're at the 0 first degree now of Pisces, North Node of the Moon, which just speak to our collective future destiny, right? And the South Node, which is what we're used to, what we're familiar with, and what is something that we need to release, something that's toxic that needs to go. The South Node, right, in Virgo. But the South Node is coming on to and will connect with Regulus, the royal star, which could be success, sudden success, recognition, or abundance, but also sudden downfall. So, and the South Node at the first degree of Virgo is in good aspect with Chiron. Remember Chiron, I said the key, the wound, and the South Node of the Moon, which is in Virgo, they're in good aspect. Chiron is about cutting away whoever has not valued you, whoever was not invested in your connection, whoever was unhealthy for you. This is a time to sever, release, and break free. Release what has been holding you back in an unhealthy situation, okay? And this is like an offering. You could see it, very similar. So someone is seeking advice, or maybe the advice comes from within. Remember the inner light. This is about meditation. See the birds? These are signs from Spirit. Pay attention. Wow. And the Hermit is a 9, 1 step before the wheel, fate. And 9s are completion. What else? And we've got spread your wings. We've got the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands. Spread your wings. And you get, it's like we're receiving air under our wings. That would be Mars in Gemini. I would say communication is of the utmost importance. Okay, spread your wings. This could also be someone preparing to fly. Listen to your heart and not your head, I would say. Someone's making a choice here, surely. You could see that she's reaching the sun. And there's the master. Oh my God, there's the devil. There is the imprisoned heart. There are the addictions. I can't break free. I fear releasing the past. I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I'm strong enough, right? These are addictive behaviors. These are secret love affairs, third-party situations where someone, they don't feel mature enough or in a position strong enough to be able to take leadership. This is Capricorn, and Capricorn is it's the natural 10th house, which is my status. How do people see you? Who are you in the world? This is maybe playing a major role where love is concerned. And someone is mastering the situation, possibly finding the key to release their heart from this imprisonment. Throat chakra, see the communication has got a lot to do with this reading here. The communication or the lack thereof. Okay, let's take some some love messages. We will take a message from the universal love just to complete this reading for those of you that are here on YouTube and not on memberships. How does your person think of you? What do they think when they think of you? Oh, okay, we're done. I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much. Okay, someone is releasing something maybe that was very toxic. Remember, if there are third-party situations, this could be the release of the toxic to make space and open up the door, the portal to your twin flame. Energetically, that's how it works. What else? I want you to be happy. I'm here for you always if you want me to. And they've got doubts about whether you want them or not. We've got a couple of 10s and they do turn into aces. And I want you like crazy. You are so sexy. This is like the light coming on, some clarity. There's desire. There's clearing out. There's truths. What's at the bottom? We've come a long way. Let's not give up now. We've invested a lot. Don't give up. Okay, so someone's needed time to think about this, and that's what they come through with. Let's take the advice of the universal love. And as I said, in the memberships, we will take tarot cards on these positions. We will also take some Lenormand, some timing cards, and the twin flame love oracle, which is this one here. Oh, okay. I think our card has been chosen for us. Thank you, Spirit. Miracles. Okay. Miracles, miracles. Yesterday's messenger message was anything is possible now, and miracles are possible. The challenges you face now are crucial to your future success. Sometimes things are tipped on their head so you can view them from a fresh perspective. A cycle ends, a new one begins, and with a new start, a miracle unfolds. An unexpected or chance event brings a welcome consequence. Allow yourself to marvel, to wonder, to be amazed, and you can step out of the mundane and into a flow of miracles. A train, the rain, and a bird's refrain can mark a dreary commute or a blissful pursuit. The miracle is in the eye of the beholder. Be poised to behold. You can be and have what your soul desires. Life is a miracle. Every moment is a blessing. A moment can be all it takes for everything to change for the better. Wow, that is a powerful message. Very, very strong message. Miracles do happen, my dear friends. Anyway, that is what we have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. There are many opportunities here. It's your choice. There is reconciliation possible for some of you. There are returns. If the offer that's come through now, because that's what's advised, I would say this could be an apology because there are regrets pertaining to the past, right? 5 of Cups, I regret the past, but that should be water under the bridge, sorry. And it does say give your relationship a chance, but sort of bring a little bit of play into it. The potentials are great here. They are many, but we'll get into more information in the extended to see what else comes through. The more information, the more personal it becomes. Remember, so if this is your story and it does resonate for you, then do consider joining us on memberships. Thank you so much, and a special thanks to our patrons always that hold this channel up. I'd just like to also leave you with, I don't know if, well, you probably haven't heard, we had lots of fires very, very close in the suburb further down from where I'm living, and we had 2 fatalities. Unfortunately, a father and a son, they perished in the blaze. unfortunately. And yesterday, as I was reading, I was doing, I think, the Sagittarius and Capricorn love reading on Patreon, where I was saying you can hear the airplanes, going and trying to put out the fire. We had planes going from up above all the time because we were so close to the fires. So unfortunately, 2 people passed, and as I've said, with Jupiter in Leo, and a lot of air, a lot of fire and air where the major planets are, we are going to be seeing a lot of fires, a lot of air and fire. Well, what can I say? The blazes could be huge because of the weather conditions. I'm hoping, let's pray for rain, to keep the earth a little bit, cooler and not so dry. And let's just pray for protection. Now, Jupiter is in Leo. The protection is great. And let's just fingers crossed that we will get through this summer, because I feel it's going to be a very significant summer for everyone, because of the placements of the major planets at the early degrees of fire and air signs. There are also major blessings, so fingers crossed, and let's not lose hope as humanity is getting a second chance at life here. We're leaving the past, the outworn, the challenge. The world was heading to a very difficult place, and hopefully this will be the restart that humanity deserves. Okay, it's all a new ball game, so we need to be flexible. Remember that. Anyway, my darlings, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. Oh, let's go on to the members now. Memberships, members, I will see you on the other side. Don't forget to write yes please beneath and give me a moment. I will get back to you with your love message. And also the special, the 20% off 1 hour tarot twin flame love reading. If you're interested, email us divinedebut11@gmail.com. All right, that will be for a couple of days. Okay, but as I said, the astrology, the transit with your chart, that's 1 more day to go, and the same with the quick Lenormand email readings. That goes for another day. So you've got a couple of days to take action. And love and light to all of you. Do take care. Try and keep yourself cool. And those in the Southern Hemisphere, my love goes out to all of you. Andrew, sending you love if you're listening. I know it's freezing in Melbourne now, 100%. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you.